so excited to be filming this video because it is finally here. The video about my pin collection and the pin boards that I got. So I'm just very excited to be sharing this because pins are just wonderful, and I only got into like pin collecting recently, so my collection is like very small, but I am excited to make it grow and share that journey with you guys because pins just hold special memories, and you can get pins for different Disney rides. They have like those iconic pins for those specific rides or attractions, or if you go to a different country or a different place, you can just get pins for everything, basically museums and stuff like that. And so I just feel like collecting those is amazing because every time you look at them, they have like a different story, right? Where you get them, or just like how you get them, how you get to buy your specific pin and whatnot. So I hope that when we do go on future trips, I can film those and show you guys my pin collection, and just hopefully we can see it grow together. I was watching this YouTuber, I was watching Brogan, and she mentions her pin collection and basically all of her travel videos, and I've been obsessed with like watching her travel videos. So I was like, I just want a pin collection. I do have a few from when I traveled. I have only 3 from New York. Walt Disney World, I have a few, but they're just like really old. Hopefully when we go to our next trip, I can get more pins and show you guys, because since I wasn't into pin collecting when I went on a cruise last June, and on New York I got a few, like I said, but on the cruise I didn't get any pins, and it would have been nice to get like pins of the cruise and stuff like that, and all the different islands that we stopped at as well, but I didn't get any of those. But it's totally fine because hopefully we'll have more trips in the future, and hopefully I can get new pins if we go to the same places, or new ones, even better. Each pin holds a specific story, so that's even more exciting. I was waiting for the pin boards to arrive, and it also took me a while to figure out which pin board was perfect for me. And even though I wish there was like this specific pin board that I saw on Pinterest, and I think you can kind of like craft it on your own or just like DIY it, but the ones that I found on Amazon were just beautiful as well. And for the price, I think they were okay. They were like $20, I think it was 20 something. They came in a pack of 2, and well, actually, now that I think about it, it was pretty good for the price because it came in a pack of 2, so I got 2 pin boards, and they arrived pretty quickly. And it also came with a bunch of other like neutral colored pins and the screws as well, so you could just like screw it to the wall, and we used those as well, and they were black. So really pretty, just liked the style of it. So these ones are the boards that I got of Amazon. They're just like black as a handprint. They're just black on the back, and it is this pretty color. It did say that it was kind of like, I think it was rustic white. I don't know if you guys can see the detail very well, but I think it was okay. I mean, it looked a little bit rustic. It wasn't just like plain white, but I was afraid it would be, but they're just okay, I feel like. And they also have this for hanging them, and it is kind of pretty as well. I did make a TikTok, and I want to insert my TikTok here so you guys can see it before I show you more in detail. Brogan, the YouTuber, I mean, she doesn't even know that I exist, but I just love her videos. And I'm like, okay, she inspired me. She just definitely inspired me to get more pins and just to get pin boards. And so she had like 6 pin boards. She's been collecting them for a few years now. And so I just recently started my pin obsession. But anyways, I figured that 2 boards were enough to get me started on my pin collection or my pins, because I only have few pins. So I feel like it's okay that I don't get even more pin boards, or just 2 will do. I was also afraid about the sizing. The sizing of the boards is quite small. I thought they would be bigger, but I guess it can fit quite a good amount of pins. And like I said, since my collection is so little, I don't think that when I do travel, I'll get enough to fill both boards, but hopefully I will get a few more. So I think these 2 boards will serve its purpose for a while, because I only have very little pins. I decided to divide them as well into different categories or collections, just like Brogan did, because she inspired me so much, and she loves to travel to Disney, and I love to travel to Disney as well, because it is one of my ultimate childhood memories. So I just love traveling to Disney as well, and I just find it like such a magical place. So she actually collects a lot of pins as well when she goes to Disney, and I was like, okay. And she makes like a separate board as well. She classifies her pins, and like I said, I don't know many people that are into pin collecting, because I only recently got into it and I just watched her YouTube channel casually. But if like, I don't search for pin collector videos, but I might do that one day. I don't know, sounds cool. But anyways, so she has actually the Disney pins on one board, or one of her 6 boards like that, or I think she has more than one board for it now, because she has like a lot of Disney pins. So I thought, okay, 1 board for my Disney pins, since I already have quite a few, and then another board for just like other type of places, maybe cruises or New York, other states, or if I ever visit other countries, or if I go to Europe or something, I can also add them here. But that's like a long-term dream. I might just go to another state like Florida or New York. I'm not sure, California, I'm not quite sure yet where is gonna be our next trip, but I definitely thought that just adding those in here would be a good idea, and then just leaving the other board for my Disney pins, and hopefully when I go to Disney I'll collect a lot more as well. So in this board, like I said, I kind of like the color as well, but I have this Ariel pin, and all of this pins: Cinderella, Jasmine, Tinkerbell, Pluto, and then this Dora one. So the story behind all of these pins is that when I was in 2nd grade, my mom used to like buy a lot of pins for me, well, with me as well, and she was like, okay, do you want to collect pins? She bought me like the little pink princess lanyard, and so I was like wearing the lanyard with all of these pins. I don't remember if I had more, because these ones were the only ones that I kept. And this was when I was in 2nd grade, and I already graduated college. I'm working, I'm like 23 years old. So they have quite a lot of years, and they have pretty much stayed intact, except for the ones who have like little diamonds that they have gone away with time, like I don't know. But that is like the only thing that has happened. Like, I lost some of those diamonds, but everything else just looks about the same. So I'm not sure what type of pins I want to collect when I do go back to Disney. But when I went to New York, I did think about collecting a few pins, because my friend was there, and she was also collecting pins, and I kind of saw her as well, and like I was like, where do you put your pins? Because like, what do you do with them with that collection? It sounds quite fun. And so she was also an inspiration. She was buying pins, and she bought quite a lot more pins than I did, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna buy a few just in case I do get into like pin collecting later on. And I eventually did. I wanted to buy neutral pins. I don't know if that makes sense, but at the time I just thought not very colorful pins, and I know pins should be colorful. They just feel like a lot more fun than neutral pins. But this one, when I went to New York, had to be this color, the Summit one Vanderbilt. And so this one says I love New York, which is the classic one I had to get, obviously. And then this is from the 9/11 Memorial and Museum that we also went, and they sold like 2 different colors, but I thought like the one with black in the background would look better with the colors. I don't know why, but I will definitely be getting more colorful pins when I go to Disney, because I feel like this pin board is already colorful and I feel like that's the beauty of it. Different colors, different shapes, different sizes. And I am obsessed that my mom, when I was a little girl, like she bought me pins that had thingies that hang from them, different details, like the pixie dust bottle for Tinkerbell, and Pluto was also hanging in the side from Dora's glasses. This one also had like a hanging star, but it broke. I do have it still though, but it's in my drawer. I don't know how to like fix it, or maybe I should try fixing it. I really haven't put in much detail into it as well, but I do have the missing part. But yeah, I just find it so adorable, and I'm so grateful that she bought me all of these pins. I was into collecting them when I was a little girl. I remember like when we would go to different stores, I would look at all the pins and whatnot, but I feel like I will definitely enjoy it more now that I am grown. I don't know, I guess I get to experience that a lot more and remember, because I don't remember much about when I was collecting them, although I do remember quite a few, you know, meaningful moments. But I just want to show you guys my pin collection. Like I said, it is very small, but the pins don't go through. So this one just fell because I was like moving it around, and you don't have something at the back, so that's something like if you like punctuate a lot of times, it will obviously like the hole just be big and whatnot, so you can't really just like play with them too much, if that makes sense. All of the back clips of the pins, I actually have them stored away, so I do not throw them away obviously, because if I ever like need to put them somewhere else or take them out of my pin boards, I can just clip them back together and put them safely in another place. So, and the ones from Disney are really cute because they have like the Disney, like the Mickey ears at the back, if that makes sense. But that is my small pin collection, and I am excited to watch it grow. So hopefully in the next few trips we can make it grow. And that is the story behind all of my pins. Like I said, every time I look at them, I remember the amazing experiences where we got this from, which was one of the stores in New York, and that was pretty awesome. And then the 9/11, which was a very sad experience as well, just going into the museum, a lot of emotions. It was a really hard place to visit, but I mean, we did enjoy the whole trip in general. Like I said, they are small, so if you do have a big pin collection, these are just maybe not the perfect fit. I think you could get them in another size that was a little bit bigger, but in general they are quite small. And I did see it on the review, they had like pictures, and not a lot of regular size pictures actually fitted here, but I was like, my collection is so small, and when I do travel next, I don't think I'm gonna be able to fill all of them in just one trip, and traveling takes, at least for me, a lot of years until I save and we get all the details right and whatnot. So I was like, these will do fine just now. If I ever need to like change them or get like bigger boards, I think we'll just do that, and we can just say goodbye to these ones, or just put new use into it, because they are perfect for like putting sticky notes or just other type of pins to hold your papers or your pictures or your Polaroids or your memories. But anyways, those are the boards, and I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it. I was super excited, and I just really wanted to show you guys that, and it gets me like such in the mood for traveling. I'm like, I already want to travel to my next destination to be able to get more pins and fill up those boards by the excitement of just like finding new pins and actually putting them in the boards when I get home. So I will be looking forward to that. And if you like this video, or if you're a big pin collector, or if you'd like to collect more pins, then please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe and join our beautiful family. And I hope that I can just document this journey of me getting more pins and showing you guys, and maybe you'll get inspired to just get a pin collection or start your pin collection journey. Or if you already have a few pins, maybe you'll get motivated to get some pretty boards or make them yourself, DIY them, and just display your pins beautifully, because they truly hold memories of just beautiful places that we visit or beautiful memories we have with family and friends. And I will see you guys in my next video.